Hello, welcome to Reviews. As always, I'm Plume Noir, and this is Maneater's number 6. Yay! This book, I went to my backup comic shop because my main comic shop doesn't even order this book, nor do they order Hex Wives, which my backup shop was out of as well. So I'm going to have to go to Comixology for that. But they had man-eaters. And a little interesting story about this. The ladies that work at my backup comic shop were really into this book. In fact, when this cover was previewed, they were really excited about it. They thought it was awesome, and I'm like, ew, yeah, yeah. But one of them asked me today, the main one I see, really nice lady. She asked me if I'd been reading the issues. And I said, yeah. And she asked me if I was caught up. I said, yeah. And she said, everyone I know is not caught up on this book. She's like, I don't even have them all. The trade paperback just came out today, so I think I'm going to take one of those home and read it. And the reason why she was asking me, because the alternate variant cover is the same thing, fingers bloody and the rainbow nail polish, but the background was yellow. And she asked me, is that important to the story? And I told her, I don't think anything is important to the story. And she's like, well, no one I know has been keeping up on this. They have the issues, but they're just not reading them. And she asked me, are you still reading it? I'm like, yeah. She asked me if I liked it, and I kind of dodged the question. So yeah, the target audience, the ones that were excited about it, that have been raving about it. I bought all 6 issues at this shop. They're not even reading the book. What does that tell you, Chelsea Cain? Your target audience is virtue signaling. But we all knew that. This book it's hot trash. It is hot trash. I mean, we'll look at edgy teens. The back cover here is, not just, boys, now it's for your pets. Testro Chow. This book is a joke. I mean, this has got to be the longest practical joke I've ever seen. Let's just pop into this. This is really important. And I'll explain why in a second. It's from the school. Obviously it's from, this has to be, I'm guessing, from 2018. The timeline in this book has been really weird. She's still wearing her, Maud's still wearing her pussy hat, but the election was 2 years ago, but they were just showing, anyway, so I'm guessing this is from 2018. There's been a case of menstruation at your child's school, blah, blah, blah. For the safety of our community, female students and any males with female sex organs must report to the school nurse's office for a puberty check. That's creepy. But I point this out because this is a saving throw from Chelsea Cain. I think I mentioned it in the last video. As feminist, rah woman as this is, Chelsea Cain was actually catching flack from the trans community for not recognizing, trans people that identify as women, or maybe it was vice versa, but she was not being inclusive enough. So of course, don't have to change much of the story, just put in a little thing, one little line about, and any males with female sex organs, and boom, you satisfy them, you made them happy. They're going to complain anyway, it's never enough, they will turn on each other. So anyway, let's just dive into this book. So we have the dad here, and, she says, my dad was acting weird. I will support you no matter what. I need to tell you. People are dying. Your mother is always right. Really weird. She wins every game. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Yahtzee. I actually did research on this. Here, I'll take these 3 fools, clear the field, take an Ocus, flip a luminary, and then she's, ooh, look, I rolled another natural 20. Do you know why she wins? She's lucky. Now let's go back up to this. It's been years since I played Yahtzee. I used to play triple Yahtzee quite a bit. It's a dice based game. Unless you're cheating, it comes down to luck. Um, it looks like they're playing some type of tabletop role playing game. She rolled a natural 20. Again, luck. Now, this game I can't speak to, but I did research on it. This is a Kickstarter game called Illimat. Illimat. Believe I'm spelling that right. Pronouncing that right. But yeah, that's a Kickstarter game by Cal Baker. Not sure if that's the same as the artist Cal Baker, but yeah, I'm just pointing that out. I didn't deep too much into who created it, but that's a Kickstarter game, so I can't speak to the rules. But he says, she always wins because she reads the rules. She thinks about them, and she figures it out. Okay, yes, she's great. We get it. We get it. Reading the rules doesn't really help with Yahtzee. Reading the rules doesn't help with rolling nat 20s. Just had to point that out. It's what makes her good at her job. Homicide detective. So then we go on here. It obviously takes place in the past. She doesn't have her pussy hat on. It's her parents arguing. I hate you, you drunk bitch. Yeah, I have a feeling that it's the wife calling the husband, you drunk bitch, because feminism? Rad fem? So the mom comes in and says, I need to tell you, we used to be happy. My mom was acting weird. Maud, you asleep? Everything's going to be fine. I promise. Good kitty. So, your mother will figure this out. We're back in the present. Assume it's the present, whatever time period they're using. She's going to know you're hiding something. She's in the SCAT lab right now. SCAT Mobile Crime Lab. No big deal. And of course, we're reusing this shot in this really bad MS Paint like. Oh, God. I want you to know you can talk to me. Then we get communism tampon. This is just so lulz random. She thinks she's being clever with this, and unless she's thinking of taking these panels and making T-shirts as a way of making money, since this book is crap. You can tell me anything. I'm going to ask you a question. I need you to be honest with me. Okay, so he's talking to her. We have this whole menstruation thing. Talk about the SCAT lab. Mom figures everything out, so he needs her to be honest. Needs Maud to be honest with him. So you think he's going to ask, did you get your period? Huh? No. You want to see what happens? Do you really want to see what happens? Why is there a unicorn sitting next to your bed? Yeah. Yeah. All this time, he's talking to her with a metaphorical elephant in the room. In this case, it's someone with a unicorn mask. Multicolored mane unicorn mask. I'm not going to show the page, but this girl does show up later in the book. I don't know if it's supposed to be Sophie E. But yeah, that's what the dad does. He has no backbone, and if this were my daughter, I wouldn't be dancing around the bush. I'd be, who is this? What's going on here? I wouldn't be talking about why, my ex-wife is so good at everything. And Ma just says, what unicorn? And I could tell you anything? But no, the page gets broken by a YouTube list, a search of angry unicorn. Now, I did do a search. I really couldn't find these videos here. But yeah, I have a horn, top female songs 2019. That's why I bring this up, because we're just at the end of February. So, obviously this is taking place in the present, but she's still wearing her pussy hat that was in vogue 2 years ago. Maybe it's because her mom gave it to her. Okay, sentimental, I get that. This book, the time on this is really weird, the time frame it works in. Oh, but here we go. Chelsea Cain is just throwing everything at the everything at the paper. See what lands. Act 1. A Kim Kardashian quote: "If I don't like something that's going on in my life, I change it, and I don't sit and complain about it for a year." Okay, Kim Kardashian is our feminist icon that we're using. The woman who really got famous from sex tapes. That's that's the one. Now I'll give Kim Kardashian credit. She does a lot of charity work, and while I don't like the whole celebrity for being a celebrity, she does good work. She does contribute to charities. So you know what? I actually kind of give her a pass on that. Um, and it started the night Sophie disappeared. All the kids are hearing thumping on the ceiling, and what does she find on her windowsill? We decide to use up 2/3, over half the page, on a close-up of a pencil that says it's cerulean, but notice it's not blue. As any comic book colors can tell you, cerulean is a shade of blue. Now, this is an editor note because all her comments, all start with, they're in quotations. So this is obviously like the editor note. Maud, however, is not a comic book colorist. Well, it's not just a comic book colorist. Any artist knows what cerulean blue is. It's a non-repo, I can't even say it, non-repro blue, a non-reproductive blue that was really important back in the days when you would do, you sketch out a page and then color over, maybe draw over it with a graphite, graphite colored pencil, and then ink over it instead of having to erase all the blue because, again, not repro blue, it doesn't show up when you copy it. Now with scanners and digital things these days, it's not really an issue. Some people still use it. Drafters will use it still. Ones that actually still work on paper and that haven't gone to CAD. So yeah, it's not just a colorist would know this. Pretty much any artist worth their salt will know what it is. Um, so yeah, that's a plot point. Pencils labeled with the wrong color. Act 2, that was Act 1, okay? That was Act 1. What does Act 2 start off with? Another full page of everyone, once again, singing the tokens. Even the corgi. Yeah. Yeah. And what's this? Packages and deliveries, UPS no? I don't know what that means, but full page. Yeah. This is what Chelsea wrote, had the artist draw, and then just shut up. And then we go to the kids talking about Sophie E's disappearance. How she was always, this one kid thought she had mono, but always thought she was weird. Act 3. What is the purpose of this page? It doesn't even establish anything. Act 2, fine. You want to do, talking about how people are reacting to Sophie E's disappearance. What is this page doing? It contributes something. It's not even the same day. It's the next. This book pisses me off because it's so badly written. Act 3. Maud's taking a test. Psst, hey. Shh. She asks her friend where she got a pencil. I'm taking a test. Stop it. Your pencil. Where'd you get it? I found it. Where? Outside my window. That's weird. The same thing happened to me. Then everyone else starts going pss, 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 pss. And you see all these girls showing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, showing that, pointing out that they have the wrong pencils. Now, did all these girls find a pencil on their windowsill and then decide, yeah, we're going to take it to school? Yeah, we're going to use that for our test. Also, when I was in school, you couldn't use any type of red for a test. You had to use a regular pencil or black or blue pen. You couldn't use red because that's what the teachers worked with. That's what they marked with. So, she goes back to her test. The dad asks, is that the test you got a C on? Yes, but you're missing the point. I read that parenting book you gave me last Christmas. Wait, what? Okay. Homicide, detective. His daughter is giving him parenting books. Oh my God. This is one of those situations where I wonder, one of the few situations where you see that it looks like the father has custody of the kid, and normally that only happens when the mom is a total useless human. But in this case, they're playing the homicide detective so badly that his daughter has to give him books on parenting. How did he get custody? He could have just said, I was reading a book on parenting. No, he had to, that you gave me last Christmas. Oh my God. So, yeah, going on a little bit about her cortex and everything. And, oh, look, his ringtone for his ex wife is Rod Stewart. Because Rod Stewart isn't hip, am I right? Yeah? Yeah, that's what old people listen to. I'm not a Rod Stewart fan, but come on. I can't figure out how to change it. Cough. His daughter would know what her mother's ringtone is. My son knows what his mother's ringtone is on my phone. Now tell me about the unicorn. I'm trying. Look at it, sitting there, staring at me, judging me. Where else am I supposed to look? It's obviously a human in a unicorn mask. What? Why aren't you saying, "Hey, why is she not at home? Who is she? Does she have parents? Is she okay? Is she hiding?" No. No, it just says, "Look at it, sitting there, staring at me." Oh my God. Can I finish the story? Well, sure, since, Ballas homicide detective here doesn't know how to ask questions because he's a homicide detective. Oh my God. We all been visited that night. They all get pencils. Now, Act 4. What was Act 3? Actually seemed to be like a real act pushing the story forward. So they all get called in for mandatory puberty testing. I have a question about this, and I've alluded to in previous videos. If you suppress puberty in all the girls, how does anyone have children? This makes no sense. This makes no goddamn sense. Holy crap. So she goes in through the puberty check, and what is it with women and popping pimples? I've known so many women that are really obsessed with that. Oh, that's a juicy one. She's checking the hair, sniffing her armpits. They actually are taking pictures of their armpit growth. How is this school not being sued? Oh my God. And then this page, just wasted on a puberty observation form. Yeah, just like, oh God, what do you call those things? You did in college, the sheets you have to buy from the bookstore, the blue ones, and yeah, it's kind of like that. It has all the little checks on here: hygiene, attitude, warning signs, and the markings. The dimensions. Whatever. I can't really go on much farther. So, approved. She got approved. You're cleared for class. Um, she asks, do you have any pimple cream? For my chin to make it less I can't even say it now. Cerulean? It's a shade of blue. Don't they teach you anything in school? The school nurse had studied to be a comic book colorist. Well, it seems like she made a wise decision to not go into comics and instead become a nurse because, they actually make money. Ah! Almost swore. I came that close to swearing just now. So we laid the pencils out side by side on the floor. Each pencil had the wrong color printed on it. Maybe we can exchange them. What? We didn't pay for them. We found them on our windowsills. Still, It's bad craftsmanship. We don't even know what store to return them to. And how many are in or so they look it up. It's all these stores and Maud, a better detective than her father apparently. Besides, the name of the store is right here. Look. And I'm stopping it right here because the dad says that the store is a crime scene and that's why she's been there. And yeah, we find out what she's apparently doing there, and it's stupid. This book is dumb. And when I say dumb, I don't even mean that the premise is bad. I've said many times the premise is actually interesting. When women hit puberty, they can turn into, in this case, panthers, large cats, whatever. They seem to vary on what type of large cat it is. It's been done before, granted. But this is trying to say, "Rawr, look at us, we become women, look how tough we are." Um, but it does it at the expense of a story. The last issue was garbage. The issue before that, it was the satire. The previous issue didn't move the story on. Didn't move it at all. This one, yeah, we actually see now that it's moving off from the panther hunting story to this mystery of why these girls are getting the incorrectly labeled pencils, and then they go. I'm not going to spoil that. And then just the unicorn, you know, just sitting there, and yeah, this almost would have worked. This would have worked better. When he does the whole, why is there a unicorn in the bedroom? If they had changed this page, edit it so she's not there. Because yeah, it's just sitting there, and you figure he knows what's going on, and she's having a friend over. So this whole silly reveal where he asks about it comes off as it was a setup to think he's going to ask if she's had her period. He knows she's been drinking the water that's for the boys that doesn't have the girl hormones in it. It's the testo, whatever it is. I've already forgotten because this book's stupid. We waste a page on this. No dead samurai poetry, though. Waste a stupid page on this because, it's funny, huh? You're not even getting your message across. If this was being done as a feminist book and was doing it well, I would be okay with that. Yeah, maybe I won't agree with it, but this is garbage. I don't even know what and what happened with Maud? We know she has her period. She had cat eyes. That was revealed issues ago. I think at the end of issue 3, maybe even at the end of issue 2. I don't recall off the top of my head. But that was several issues ago. She was turning into a cat. What happened? Where are we going with this? No, instead we still got the murders. But yeah, we're just going to talk about the pencils and what's going on. The disappearance of Sophie E. That I'm guessing this unicorn is supposed to be Sophie E. Uh, it's random. It's just like it's not even a Burroughs method of writing. Where you take different phrases or ideas and put them together. It's just like, oh, Chelsea Cain sat down. Well, let's see what's going to happen when she starts typing. He. After a glass of wine, let's see. Oh, let's put a unicorn in. Ta ha ha. Let's put angry unicorn search in because unicorns. Am I right? This book is garbage. So I'm guessing she knows Kyle Baker because, like I said, that's a Kickstarter here. Yeah. No, I understand that, maybe you got to be careful on, what you promote or what have you. But when you say Yahtzee, obviously you're playing Yahtzee. This was a Kickstarter game. The average person would not know what it is. I had to look this up based on the clues in this one panel to find out it's a Kickstarter game called Illamon. Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you give more of an, especially if you're buddies with them, maybe? I don't know, I'm just speculating. Why wouldn't you give an idea of what game they're playing? So it would make more sense. Everyone knows Yahtzee. It's enough in here. Natural 20, enough people will know what that is. This makes no sense. And again, Maud is actually accidentally correct when she says, her mom is lucky. No, she reads the rules. Nat 20, the book contradicts itself. It actually undermines what it's trying to say about how great the mother is. Or maybe that's just how bad he is. He thinks that rolling a natural 20 or, getting the dice to roll in such a way you get a Yahtzee, is her reading the rules and following them. So again, homicide detective, we're just making him dumber. What is this guy good for? We know what he's good for. We know what Chelsea Cain thinks he's good for. This book is dumb. This book is so bad. Full 6. I'm going full effing 6 o'clock here. Because it's not even a coherent story. It's all over the place. And I can continue to rant like this for a while. Maybe I should do a live stream or something. And just go through this book page by page. Even the stuff I can't show. And then delete it afterwards. This book is garbage. I don't know why I did that. I was looking for something redeeming in this. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. And like I said, the target audience, again, this is anecdotal, I know, but first-hand experience, the target audience, the ones that were excited about this book, aren't reading it. Chelsea, your target audience is not reading this book. People like me are reading this book. Anyway, I'm done. I'm kind of there. I still need to buy Hex Wives. Oh God, I gotta go to Comixology to get that. Oh, FML. Anyway, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment below because I can't. I can keep going on this, and I would just become more and more, unintelligible as it goes on. So, anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you next time, and feel free to leave a comment. All right, thanks. Bye.